Hello. Welcome to my hiding zone. I cannot tell you where it is, you know the rules, but it's in the middle of a lot of surrounding density, so I'm hoping that Adam and Sam just sort of get tangled in a web of other lines. Hopefully they just can't pinpoint this exact station. Sam and Adam, good luck.
Hello and welcome to episode 2 of our 6-day game of hide and seek across the UK. Last episode we found Adam in Scarborough, England after nearly 11 hours. With 95 minutes of time bonus in hand, that puts his score at 12 hours and 28 minutes. A solid opening that's going to be tough to beat. Now it's Ben's turn to hide. He had 4 hours to find another hiding spot somewhere in the UK, and we'll be starting our search from Scarborough. We're planning to play this round as aggressively as possible to try to catch him before the end of the day, because a rest period could easily screw up one of our routes and buy him extra time. So let's see if Ben has what it takes to survive until tomorrow.
Welcome back.
Hello. It's round 2, and it's time to absolutely get Ben's ass. I've come to really fear Ben in this game. He sort of dominated in Japan.
Well, you sort of made the mistake of underestimating him in the past. I think we need to at least estimate him.
So, Sam, we have, what, like 50 minutes until our next train out of
I
here?
think maybe a tad bit less, but yeah.
So, Sam, opening question. I think that there's a strong argument for a classic 100-mile radar.
I concur.
It's just, you know, it's an oldie but a goodie.
So I looked into the map, and I think 100 miles includes probably the majority of his viable options.
Yeah.
But it would be useful to know that we don't want to go like all the way down to London
Totally.
or all the way up to Edinburgh.
Yeah, let's send a 100-mile radar.
Okay. If it's a miss, I will be
To be surprised.
Yeah.
Sure.
But honestly, I think if it's a miss, that's probably good for us because I think the options would be limited.
We have our first question of the game. They've asked me, Ben, they've said, Ben, are you within 100 miles of us? And the fact of the matter is that I am. They're gonna be jazzed to hear that, I'm sure. But I honestly don't think I really could have gotten that much further than 100 miles anyway. There's still a lot of stuff in that circle, boys. A lot of stuff in that circle.
All right, Sam, I believe we have an answer. It is in fact a hit.
Who would have thunk?
Well, look, I wouldn't say this is surprising, but I would say, like, we know he's within 100 miles. That's not a huge area to deal with, really.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, here's a pitch.
Okay.
50-mile radar.
I think that's a great pitch, especially while we are on the coast. Radars are extra useful because they're, like,
All right,
more
hit
direction.
him with the 50-mile.
Yay. Oh my gosh, it's so close to my face.
We're hyped.
All right, now that I've answered, you know what I get to do. I get to draw 2 cards and keep one of them. Okay, 15-minute bonus, 10-minute bonus. That's an easy choice. We're gonna keep that 15-minute bonus. We already have another question from them, actually. 50-mile radar. That's pretty smart. I don't know what exactly the implications of that are, but I do know that I am not within 50 miles of them, so they're gonna get this kind of donut. Yeah, that was a good 1-2 punch. That was smart, boys. Getting good at this.
We get to draw a very satisfying circle now.
I know. And I brought my compass.
Okay, nice.
All right. Sam, we have an answer. It is, in fact, a miss.
Well, that makes sense.
Not surprising. Would have been awesome if it was a hit.
I mean, this tells us we definitely want to go to York.
Yes. I think 100% we want to at least go to York.
Arguably to Leeds.
Yes. I mean, I think that the next thing we need to do is try to figure out how we slice this north-south.
I guess,
I kind of think there's a good chance he's up here.
Okay, well, I guess let's just go ahead and draw 2 more. 15-minute bonus. Curse of the Drained Brain.
Curse of the Drained Brain. Choose 3 questions in different categories. The seekers cannot ask those questions for the rest of your run. Casting cost, discard your hand.
Actually, I like this. We're gonna take Curse of the Drained Brain, because this allows us to eliminate 3 questions. Early in the round, it's good, because they still got all the most valuable questions open. And the casting cost is to discard my hand. which right now is just that other 15-minute bonus that I just drew. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play that now. Question is, what do I wanna get rid of? The half-mile thermometer for sure is goated. Picture of nearest Haerther Street in the end game, that one is really powerful. And then we'll get rid of, let's kill their 25-mile radar. They've used their 10, their 50. Please don't. We're filming a little show. This place is awesome. But don't, because I have important footage on there. I have a YouTube show called Jet Lag the Game. Look it up.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's got like 1 million.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which means that if you steal that phone, they're gonna find you. They're gonna get you. Boom. Okay, well that was a dense little bit of gameplay there. It's a fiery start to the round, but I haven't even really introduced you to the place where I am. I'm here. It's very pretty. It's sort of unbelievably cute. It's like this canal town, but it's like also on a river, which I don't really understand how that works. And there are all these great canal boats, which I'll show you, that people seem to be like living in. But the nice thing is, despite the fact that this place is really small and really cute and feels quite rural, it is pretty rural. There is a lot of density in kind of all directions around it. So I think that it's going to be hard to like isolate this station. And now that we have taken away another one of their radars and their best thermometer, I do think that it's going to be even trickier.
Mr. Benjamin Doyle has sent Curse of the Drained Brain.
Oh, I see.
And we can no longer ask 25-mile radar, along with half-mile thermometer and nearest Haerther Street photo.
Yes, well, those are kind of the 3 most useful questions in the game.
Yes.
Smart of him to do that.
And it looks like our train's ready for boarding, so let's get on it.
Okie doke.
So the map goes almost to Manchester?
It goes past Manchester.
Oh, it goes past. I think he's in the Peak District.
Okay.
I have nothing to base this on except for vibes. Now that we're on this train for a while, maybe we want to ask a photo question.
Yeah, let's just knock out a photo. I think that because photos take 20 minutes to answer, anytime we're sitting around, we should probably be having a photo question that we're waiting on.
Assuming it's one that we definitely want
Assuming
later.
it's one of the ones we almost certainly want. I like tallest building visible from train station. I think we can get sort of a vibe. How do you feel about that?
Vibe check.
Okay, got our next question. They have asked me for a photo of the tallest building from my station. They're asking questions quickly. I actually don't really know what the tallest building from the station is going to be, because the station's kind of over here. It's kind of in a weird place. So let's go over there and see what I'm going to have to take a picture of. This is not a hospitable sidewalk. Okay. I made it back to the station. I think the tallest is gonna be like these houses up here, which, obviously that tells you that we're, not in the middle of a city, but it'll tell them a decent bit, but I don't know if it'll tell them everything. Let's send it over.
Benjamin has sent a photograph.
It's got some.
That's not big.
It's not big, but
If that's the tallest building he can see from his train station, he is in a small
oh yeah,
place.
he's in a small place for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Like that building looks like it's on a hill, basically.
Yeah, it does. Because otherwise, it seems like it's up like. I'm getting Peak District vibes.
That's a useful data point.
Because we can look at a topographical map.
Yeah.
Okay. So while we were waiting for this, we were talking. Our line into York does some weird stuff. You can sort of see it here. And we can use that to get a 3-mile thermometer that goes like this, basically. And I think we should do it.
Because I don't think he's up here, but of course,
It'd be
this
great.
game doesn't work on thinking, it works on knowing.
And look, if we can cut this off and we know we don't need to go up here, that's great. We can go on to leads and focus on all of this nonsense.
Okay, let's do that as our next move.
Look, we're gonna find him before the end of the day. That's what I have to say.
Okay, well, with that photo sent off, we get to draw cards right off the top of the deck. So let's hope it's a good one. Oh, this is a brand new kind of card that we added for this season. This is very exciting because I think there are a lot of different ways to use this. But first, let me have Sam explain how this kind of card works in VO.
Okay, so time traps. Here's how they work. The hider can place a time trap on any station on the map. Every hour that the time trap stays there, it gets more valuable, and if the seekers ever visit that station, the time trap goes off and the hider gets all that extra time added to their score. The tricky bit, though, is that the seekers are told exactly where the time trap is. If you place it too close to you or on a station that they'd have to pass to get to you, you might be giving up a lot of valuable info about where you might be hiding. But on the other hand, if you place it far away from you as a diversion, there's a good chance they'll call your bluff and never run into it at all. Pretty cool, huh? Well, if you want to test out time traps for yourself, we're including them in the brand new expansion pack for our existing hide-and-seek home game, alongside 50 new curses and a whole bunch of other stuff. Thousands of you all over the world have already played and loved our hide-and-seek format for yourselves, so we wanted to give you the tools to customize it and make it your own. Anyway, back to Ben.
Thank you very much, Sam. I think I know what I want to do. It looks like they're heading to Leeds. I don't know if they're going to go all the way to Leeds, but it looks like they're probably going to go to Leeds eventually. I do not want to put the time trap anywhere that gives them any information, because if they get on the right train out of Leeds, they could be here really quickly. So I do think that I have to try to play the time trap in a misleading way. I don't want to play it somewhere that is like totally crazy, totally way out there, because I think it's going to be too easy to just like do a radar or something and just like totally exclude it. So I think what I want to do is I want to put it close to the center of Leeds, but on the wrong line out. It's a little risky because they might just ignore it, and if they just ignore it, I won't get anything. But are Adam and Sam just going to ignore something? I don't think so. So what if I put it in Shipley? I think I'm going to put it in Shipley. I think that's tempting enough that they might go out there and just try and get rid of it so that it doesn't accrue extra time, and then they will have gone the wrong way. Did I play that time trap right? I don't know. It nearly fried my brain just thinking about it, so hopefully I did. We'll see what they do with that information.
Well, Sam, Ben has dropped a time trap.
The f*** is a time trap?
Well, did he explain it? He probably already explained it.
Not to me.
Where is this time trap?
It's in Shipley Station, which is like northwest of Leeds. Kind of random. My hot take.
I think it's fake news. I think that he is trying to bait us into going to that area north of Leeds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I personally am not interested in falling for it.
To be fair, that area does look like mildly hilly, but not as hilly.
It makes me more interested in trying to eliminate all of this stuff.
But I think that's a matter for later.
Let's set it to the side for now. We can revisit later.
I think right now,
For now,
if we're going to start that thermometer, it's going to be soon.
we are approaching the spot.
Hit it. All right, thermometer started. This is awesome.
Okay, so the question on Sam and Adam's mind, I'm sure, is Ben in Shipley? Is Ben in any of the towns right outside of Shipley, beyond Shipley? And the fact of the matter is I am in no such towns. In fact, I'm in a kind of town that I did not really know existed, which is a town where people live in these cute little canal boats. Like, look at these. I mean, I think that people live in them. I saw a woman asleep in one over there. I mean, I wasn't like watching her, but I think people live in them. Like, that child that came up to me and tried to steal my phone was like, "Why are you here? This place sucks." And it's like, look, okay, I get it. There's probably not that many places to play Fortnite out here, But on the other hand, look at this. This is a sign for a market, and the sign is a gourd. So it's like, do you want to play Fortnite or do you want to live in a houseboat? Because I think I know the answer. I mean, the answer for me is I do want to play Fortnite, but living in a houseboat seems cool. They've started a 10-mile thermometer. It means that there isn't they haven't magically figured out where I am yet. I gotta hope that that is the case for a while because I need quite a few more hours.
All right, Sam, we are approaching the end of our thermometer now. It's going to be pretty tight to get an answer before we get to York. We just need an answer by the time we get to York because if it's warmer, we need to stay on the train.
Yes.
And if it's colder, we need to get off the train. Okay.
Thermometer done.
Look, I think I would be really surprised if it was colder, but it'd be great.
Crazier things have happened.
Crazier things have certainly occurred.
Okay. Well, they've ended their thermometer. And the answer is warmer. They are warmer. Not a big section of map to slice off. But credit where credit's due. I think it's actually probably a difficult slice of map to slice off. So, look, I'll applaud a question well asked. I think that was a clever one. I'm sure they were hoping I was going to be in the Newcastle area. Alas, I am not. So let's see what I got. Curse of the Shrewd Critic.
Curse of the Shrewd Critic. Without using the internet, the seekers must find a location that has at least a 4.3-star average rating on Google Maps before asking another question. If their guess was wrong, they must wait 10 minutes before guessing another location. Casting cost, seekers must currently be off transit within 500 feet of a valid location.
And Curse of the Hide-and-Seekception.
Curse of the Hide-and-Seekception. All seekers but one must close their eyes. Without discussion, the remaining seeker must go somewhere at least 500 feet away and not within direct eyeshot in any direction. The other seekers must find them without asking them for any information before asking another question. Casting cost, the seekers must be off transit at least 500 feet from a transit station.
Curse of the Shrewd Critic, I could see accruing some real time. So I think I'm going to keep that one.
Oh, he answered early.
Oh. What's the answer?
Warmer. Okay.
As we suspected. So
As
we
suspected.
go to Leeds. Then what?
Yes, well now I would say things get more complicated because there's all of this crap. There's an enormous amount of garbage that we have to deal with.
So we kind of want to divide that
Yes.
in half. Maybe we do the county, the region.
The region. So I like region. I think that it approximately cuts the remaining area in half. I continue to believe we just aggressively cut. Anytime we see an opportunity to cut the area in half, we just do it.
Okay. Hit it.
Hit it, man. I think we just hit it.
Okay, well, we got back-to-back questions here. They have asked me if I'm in the same region as them. And the answer to that, unfortunately, is yes. I was worried that question was going to come sooner. I'm glad that it didn't, because they could have asked that question first, and they could have skipped a lot of the other questions that they asked. So I guess I'm glad that they didn't ask it right away, but yeah, no, it is a hit. I am in Yorkshire in the Humber. I don't know if they're going to be pleased about that, but I'll tell you what. You know what I'm pleased about is the fact that I get to draw 3 cards and keep 1. Let's see what I get here. 15-minute bonus, 10-minute bonus. Curse of the Mind Meld.
Curse of the Mind Meld. On the count of 3, any 2 seekers say any word at the same time. Assuming they're not the same word, they must wait 5 minutes, and both seekers say a new word that they believe to be the midpoint between the last 2 words. You may not say any words that have already been said or do anything at all to indicate what word you will say next. Seekers may not ask another question until they both say the same word. Casting cost, discard a card.
In my estimation, Curse of the Mind Meld is not worth more than 15 minutes, especially considering that you have to discard a card for it. If I was playing against two real dummies, but they're smart boys. They're smart boys. And I think they would meld their minds just fine. So I'm just going to take that 15-minute bonus and call it a day.
Sam, we have an answer.
And it is?
For your safety and security.
Whoa, it's a hit.
It's a hit.
Whoa. That's
interesting.
So we definitely don't want to continue on to Manchester.
No. That's not much. That's not much.
Boom.
Look at this photograph.
The photograph?
Look at this.
Oh, sorry, sure.
It's a
The
knee.
Nickelback, yeah.
Where he
yeah.
holds it like that.
Yeah. Okay. That's crazy, dog. I'm telling you, we're finding him before the end of the day.
All right.
I said it at the start, and I stand by it.
Sam and Adam are getting mighty close to leads. With that region question, they have narrowed the map down quite a bit, but I do think that this is where the game gets trickiest. Hopefully. That was the intention, was that all these lines out of leads are a little difficult to untangle. So the question is just going to be, once they get to leads, what is the question that they ask to untangle this web of mystery? People almost hit me with their car. That's not a mystery at all. That's just a normal kind of crime. Oh my God, they're gonna have to do it again.
It's possible that he's up here.
True.
So, maybe we want to find a way to cut that off.
But look, I know we're being.
Wait. Well, let me see. Can we do one administrative division down? Yeah, I think that would be really good.
But that doesn't include a whole lot.
But what it would do is it would mean that we don't have to worry about these stations here. Here, I'll film you just for variety.
Another one.
Sam, I simply believe that we should do another one. We are currently in the county of West Yorkshire. We have entered it just recently.
It's a good bit of the remaining
Yes,
bit.
it's a good and very dense bit of the remaining area.
Okay. Should we hit it?
Hit it. Is he in West Yorkshire?
I think it'd be funny if we caught him in under 4 hours.
I think that that's exactly what we should do.
No hubris.
No hubris. Look, we've been burned by hubris with Ben so many times.
I have no hubris.
I think we're doing awesome.
And we have a plan now. So we get off in Leeds. There is a train that might be a quick connection down to Doncaster.
Okay.
So I think we'll have an answer by then to tell us whether you want to head to Doncaster if it's a no.
I think if it's a no, we head to Doncaster. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Okay.
All right, well, we've got a question from them. They're asking me if I am in the same county as them, West Yorkshire. I think that's a smart question. I think it is going to sort of cut their map in half a little bit. The answer is yes, I am in West Yorkshire. With that question out of the way, hopefully there are still many to come, but at least I get to draw my cards. 5-minute bonus, discard 1, draw 2, and a 5-minute bonus. I'll take the discard 1, draw 2 for now. I don't think there's anything I want to discard just yet, but it's not a bad card to have all around. Smart question. Again, playing well. I don't like that. Start playing worse, please.
All right. Welcome to Leeds. I think we just got an answer.
Okay.
And the hits just keep coming.
Oh my goodness.
I want to see what 15 miles looks like from here.
Maybe it doesn't get us everything, but it would get us a lot.
Let's go find a good research zone and
Okay.
find whatever the most useful tentacles is.
Okay. Have we even explained what Tentacles is? We might need to have done that in VO.
Hello, it's me in the VO. Let me quickly explain how tentacle questions work. Basically, they're kind of like a more powerful, more expensive radar that only works in a very limited area. For a 15-mile tentacle question, which is what we're considering, we can choose one of 4 things: metro lines, zoos, aquariums, or amusement parks. If we choose zoos, for example, then Ben would have to tell us which zoo within 15 miles of us he's closest to. If there are a bunch of zoos, that could cut the map down by a lot. But if Ben himself isn't within 15 miles, then the question is just a miss, and all we know is that he's more than 15 miles away. These are very powerful, but they're also expensive, so we gotta hope that whatever we choose is a hit.
Yes, so let's tentacle his ass.
Well, we said we were going to stop phrasing it that way.
I didn't say that.
15-mile tentacle covers most stuff, but not everything. But if it's a miss, that tells us a lot. There's like 2 zoos.
16.
I'm hopeful about amusement parks. Amusement park is pretty good. Look, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's amusement park.
All right, should we hit it?
Yeah.
All I've eaten today is like a bar. And not even a whole bar. I tried a new kind of bar that was supposed to be especially good for you, and it tasted like poison. So I really have not eaten very much food at all today. What do they want? 15-mile tentacle from Leeds Station, amusement parks. I am not within 15 miles, which is good. It basically just means that was a really expensive radar, but it is gonna take out another big chunk of the map. Maybe instead of food, I should be looking for hiding spots. I hate to admit it, but I think it might be time to try and figure out where I'm gonna hide, because I don't know, they're cutting down the map real fast.
It's a miss, Sam.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, that's fine, actually, in my
potentially
opinion.
good.
Because I think that eliminates close to most of the remaining area.
First question, which way do we go then? We need to check so we don't miss a train.
Most likely we go west towards like Halifax.
Let me check the next train to Halifax. It's not immediate. There's one in 17 minutes.
Do you want to hit his time trap? I think it might be legit.
It was in Shipley, right?
It was in Shipley.
There's a train down that line in 20 minutes. So we have a lot of good options relatively soon.
I think the bigger question is, I think that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe this line is slightly in play. 5 lines he could be on. 6, 7, I guess. And we got to figure out which one.
Look, on the bright side, I get 2 now, draw 4, and keep 2, which is the most valuable kind of question or reward out there. So, that's good. I'm gonna bonus, discard 2, draw 3, veto, and randomize. I am gonna take the veto and the randomize, because both of these are things that I can use to really jam up future questions that they ask. I don't know. It's looking like I might be cooked. It is looking like I might be cooked. But look, in the past, it has looked like I am cooked, and it turns out that I am not cooked. Anything could happen, but it is kind of looking like I'm cooked.
I think there's 5 options, really, that are west of us.
So Bradford seems to be a relatively big hub that way. I wonder if we want to take this train to Bradford in 11 minutes as we ask, for example, a Strava map question and investigate the map a little bit more.
I like that. Well, also the place he is looks so tiny. I wonder if Strava map will be super helpful.
It could be.
Because it
could be.
It might be that it has weird, windy streets.
It's like we're getting to the number of options now
where you can start.
Yeah.
I say ask for Strava map. Let's head on that train.
Platform 90 to Bradford. This will not hit the location, but we'll get near stuff. I think it's this one.
They want the Strava map. This could be good, this could be bad. The streets here are like relatively straight for a place that is as rural as this, but also like there are not that many of them. And so I do think that this map is gonna end up looking weird enough that it could give them a hint. Okie dokie. I hope that does not screw me. It might, time will tell. In the meantime, I do get to draw 1 card. Curse of the Void.
Curse of the Void. For the next 3 questions that the seekers ask, roll a die. If you roll a 1, 2, 3, or 4, that question is automatically vetoed. Casting costs, discard a veto.
I do have a veto in hand, and this could be a good time to play it. So basically, this is like, I get rid of a veto, but then there's a chance of a veto happening on their next 3 questions. I like that. Let's go ahead. Where even are they? What are they gonna do? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so they're moving towards Shipley. They're not in Shipley, but they are definitely going up that direction. They are not going towards me. They are not on a train that is heading towards me. Where will they get off it? And what are they doing on it? I have no clue.
Is this Leeds train or Chester?
Chester.
A lot of spicy stuff happening.
Okay, we got some SMS text messages.
Yes.
The first one is our Strava map.
Exciting.
Yeah. The second one is a curse.
Okay, less good.
The next 3 questions, this is nasty.
Yeah.
Because it has a what? Is that right? It says
Yes.
roll a die. He has a 2/3 shot of a veto for each
No, a
question.
1/3 shot. Oh, no, a 2/3 shot. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So it's likely that our next few questions will be vetoed.
Adam, I've been staring at the map.
Okay.
I've narrowed down our options. One of the lines I've excluded on basically vibes, not full exclusion, provisional exclusion.
All right.
I don't see any topography.
Got
to
it.
make the photo. It just that photo that he sent earlier for the tallest building to the station, just 100% does not look like it would match.
All right.
I'm looking at this line now though, and I'm seeing some really good candidates. Like this station, for example. You remember, it's like 2 layers of houses.
Yeah.
And then woods. Look at this. It's like 2 layers of houses.
Oh, okay.
I want to do some Strava work on this. See if I can find a match.
Yeah, I will join you in this endeavor. Although
Let's
you
do
tend to
that.
be better at this.
Let's do that. Let's also keep an eye out towards our next train options in various directions.
Yeah.
At this point in the round, I really am starting to think about where is my final hiding spot gonna be. And there are I'm up in the hills. There are all these hills. And hills are good due to gravity. Well, gravity is normally not on my side, but the further up I go, the longer it's gonna take for them to get to me. The hiding zone is only a 2-dimensional plane, but you can go up. You can go as far up as you want. I do just like going up. Up feels like a good direction. I'm getting good vibes from up. So we're gonna keep going up.
Okay. There is a station, Sam, that is called Denby Dale.
Yeah.
To me, this is candidate number 1.
I really like Todd Morden.
Okay.
Although I'm not seeing an immediate match.
Man.
Let me cook a bit. Let me cook. Adam,
Yeah. Did you cook?
Hebden Bridge.
Hebden Bridge? How do you feel about that?
The only bit that I don't like is the angle seems a bit off for that section.
Yeah. I mean, looking at
And also look at the station here.
the station, I'm looking at the station on satellite. Woods, houses.
And once again, it's the satellite map isn't very good, but you can see on this, it's 2 layers of buildings.
Yeah. How far are we from Hebden Bridge? Could we just go there and check it out, ride the line?
You can get there by 6. I feel like the odds of there being this pattern.
Let me just look at it with my own eyes without that overlay. Oh yeah, dude, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, well, this is very interesting. So I went to the tracker to see where they are. Cool, crane car. Sam and Adam have been stuck around the Bradford interchange for a little bit, and it does actually seem like this could be a decent time to use Curse of the Shrewd Critic. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff at them. I'm just chucking stuff at the wall and hoping that they have a mental breakdown and quit the game. That's my strategy right now. So, Curse of the Shrewd Critic.
I think, yeah, around
I
there.
like the look of Hebden Bridge.
We got another curse. Without using the internet, the seekers must... Ben is nervous.
What did he say?
We got another curse.
No. What is the curse?
Curse of the shrewd critic.
What time's that train?
I don't think enough time.
Do you want to just get on it?
At this point, like, we can't... Questions are tough right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. Already, it's going to be tough to ask more questions.
Yeah.
I mean, we need to ask more questions regardless, but...
We will, but we can clear the Google Maps thing there. Okay, but we're getting on that train.
We're getting on that train, I think yes.
There is a train from where they are to where I am that goes straight to where I am in like 5 minutes. But I have no idea if they know exactly where I am or they have no idea. Like, I do not know what the state of the game is right now. So we're gonna keep an eye on them. We're gonna see if they start beelining it towards me, because if they do, then we might need to get into our hiding place really quickly. And I do not yet know where that is, but I do know that it's gonna be up. We're gonna keep going up, because up feels right. Certified vibe zone. Certified vibe zone. Is this where I want to hide? No. I'm going to keep going up. We're so far from the canals now.
I feel bad for Ben.
Well, I feel bad for him if we're right. If we're wrong,
Yeah, then...
remember, this has happened before where we were like, oh, I feel bad for Ben, and then he wins.
But, like, what are the odds of a perfect street pattern?
No, I know. Look, I think that it's it. I think you finessed it with the Strava, as you are wont to do. It's going to be cozy in there.
Yes. So close.
This end game is going to be horrible. We have 2 curses on us that are preventing us from asking questions, and it might get dark.
Yeah.
Well, they just left on a train from Bradford, and it is too early to tell if it's a train that goes towards me or it's not. But if it is, I need to get into position, and I still don't know where I'm hiding. Look, this is kind of strange. Oh, it's a playground. Okay. Hi. I have a question. I'm playing hide and seek. Do you know any good hiding spots around here?
Yeah? Oh, yes. I know some good hiding spots. So there's one up there.
One up there?
Yeah, there's one up there. There's one in the holly bush.
The holly bush, okay.
Yeah, me and my friend sometimes go in there while our little friends just walk past. They're like, what?
That sounds pretty good to me. I'll remember the bushes. Thank you.
Okay, Sam, we are approaching the station before the one we think it is. So we should just be looking to see if we can match that photo.
I mean, the woods look pretty far here.
Yeah, on this side, yes. I think we can pretty safely say it's a no.
Next one, though.
Yes, next one, I continue to be very hopeful.
Oh my God. They've got farm animals here. Hi. Hi. I don't mean to freak anybody out, but they are most certainly on the line that goes to me. I mean, I think I'm gonna just have to hide somewhere out here. I'm about as high as I can go. Station's down there in that there valley. Well, look at this. Right at the very top of the hill. I think this is about as high as I can go. There's a lovely little bench. Also a book, a little book for reading during my hide. It is a little exposed to this street. Where's this go? Where are we? Is this a real street? Yeah, this is a real street. Well, this is kind of awesome, because this is totally obscured from all that stuff down there. Put my book down. Okay, I think this is my spot. Yeah, they're just about here.
That way?
That way.
I'll check it out.
But you have to come out of the station to the right. There's like a little dirt.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, have a nice night.
Good luck.
All right. I do not see the building yet, but I'm hopeful.
So it, Adam. So it. Yeah. So like. Okay. Well, here's. She thought it was on that side. Oh. Oh.
That is brutal for our guy, Ben. Oh, Benny boy. Okay. We need to choose a business. This station is really cool and
actually
cute. I think it might have a great rating. I say let's guess this station.
Lock it in?
Yep.
I mean 4.3 stars or above?
Yep.
4.4.
All right.
They're here. They still gotta knock out this curse. Oh, I literally just got a text that they have cleared the curse.
Now we can ask him stuff. It's just a good chance it gets vetoed for the next
Do we
3.
want, what do we want?
Maybe we should ask him stuff that isn't that useful. So that if it gets vetoed.
Maybe just like mildly useful, because he still gets the cards. Like measuring to like surely the closest commercial airport. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm cool with that.
Distance to nearest commercial airport. They still have the curse that does the veto thing. I get to roll the die. If it's a 1, 2, 3, or 4, that question is just automatically vetoed. Is that 3? It is vetoed. Well, that's a pretty nifty curse, huh?
Look at all these boats. What a beautiful, bad hiding spot. Our question was vetoed, Sam.
That's tough.
What do we want to ask instead?
I mean, we could walk 0.25 miles this way and ask the point and ask the 0.5 thermometer.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Keep your eyes out for a flash of yellow. Could be anywhere. Not him. We're almost at 0.25 miles away from the train station. Quarter-mile radar from here?
Yeah, sure.
Quarter-mile radar. I'm gonna roll the die again. If it's 1, 2, 3, or 4, it gets automatically vetoed. Nope, it's a 5. Okay, I think a quarter-mile radar is pretty good. And if I randomize it, it's probably useless. So I think now is the time to use my randomize.
Not vetoed, but the question has been randomized, Sam.
What the f***? This is f***ed up. This is really f***ed up.
My dice are in the box. If you buy the game, then you get these dice too. We want a 1 or a 5. 6 is invalid.
That sucks.
Nope. So that is a 1 mile radar.
That's going to be the whole zone, right?
But
at least we'll confirm that he's here.
1 mile radar, which is basically useless. Basically useless. Not very useful, but still a question, so I still get the reward from it. Curse of the Archaeologist.
Curse of the Archaeologist. Send the seekers a photo of a building or structure whose age you can verify to within a century. The seekers must find a building or structure, whose age they can also verify, from the same century or earlier before asking another question. Casting cost, a standard photo of a building or structure.
And another time trap. Can't really do either of these. I'm gonna take the curse. I can discard it, because I have my discard 1, draw 2. We'll discard these puppies and draw 2 more. Another little 15-minute bonus, and a freaking time trap that I can't do anything with.
Your radar is a hit.
Yay!
At least we are in the right spot.
Go ahead and ask him. Photo up.
A photo up. Last chance at a free veto here.
And it's vetoed.
Okay.
I would like a photo towards him soon.
I think we want to get something to limit our area and then ask for a photo. You want a custom radar?
Maybe. If we did 0.4, would basically tell us, is he in town or not? And I think it would cover more of the woods.
Let's go with that.
All right, I think this spot is good enough.
All
so
right.
0.4 mile radar?
Yep.
Oh, man. Oh, man. That radar ends like maybe 50 feet that way. So it is a miss, but it cuts off like the start of this road. That could be kind of misleading because I am so close to the edge of that radar. Let's let them know. Hopefully that makes them make a mistake. That's all I've got right now. Hopefully that makes them make a mistake.
We have an answer. What do we hope for?
I hope that it's a miss.
It's a miss. Okay, good. So we go to town.
Great, go to town. Okay, so I think tallest structure, right?
Okay, yeah,
tallest
hit it.
structure you can see. Yeah, hit it.
Photo of the tallest structure I can see. Not a lot of structures. I think the tallest structure I can see is this wall. That's probably pretty useful. But let me tell you, there's a lot of these bad boys around here. They love stacking rocks so that sheep stay or don't, or go, I don't know what. They do something, I think, with sheep.
Oh, we got it.
Okay.
It's kind of in between.
That's woodsy, dude. That's the tallest structure he can see.
Well, like, he's clearly in stuff, but he's not in, like, those woods. I kind of think maybe go down towards the canal again.
Okay.
So we got those 2 questions back to back. So we got some rewards. We did that radar. Draw 2, pick 1. A little 5-minute bonus. And we're a little 5-minute bonus. Well, a little 5-minute bonus never hurt anybody, I'll tell you that much. And then for the photo, we just draw 1 off the top. Another 15. We keep drawing time bonuses? Who knows? Who knows what could happen?
My theory is he's along the water.
Okay.
Because I think, like, this feels like the kind of embankment. So I want to go check out the water down here.
Okay. That wall looks like this.
Yeah, but it's clearly, like, less kempt. Maybe we just want to do a photo towards him just to get more data.
It appears that they're sort of heading back over the river. They are heading the wrong way. We love this. We love this. These sick freaks want another photo of me. You can see more of the wall, I guess.
We know he's along the canal.
Well, I don't know if we know that.
Well, we strongly suspect it based on the fact that that wall looks very similar. Do we think that he went rogue and, like, waded up the river in some way?
I just want to take a quick look up here. Vibes up here are very promising, Adam. These piles of rocks are like not it, but like...
Oh, yeah, okay. He sent the picture. I do agree now. I think actually you're right. He's somewhere in these f***ing woods. I actually think that this might be sort of a nightmare. We should try to split this in half, top, bottom. And if it's bottom, then we know he's down in these woods.
With that bad boy out of the way, get another card. Cards of the Cairn.
Curse of the Cairn. You have 1 attempt to stack as many rocks on top of each other as you can in a freestanding tower. Once your tower falls, the Seekers must construct a rock tower of the same number of rocks before asking another question.
Well, I can do that, actually. Any rock I can reach is fair game. Let's go ahead and get our rock tower started. Boom. This rock tower is coming together, actually. Okay. 5. I don't think that they're going to have any problem building a 5-rock tall tower, but I don't know. It'll probably be annoying.
I think I can do 5 pretty easily with anything. This is a rock. 2, 3,
Pretty good.
4,
Now you just need a little pebble.
5.
Easy. Okay, let's move. I think let's ask that and trend towards that other wood section.
Are we closer to or further from Wales? Well, let me tell you, we are further from Wales than they are. So congratulations on being closer to Wales. That was probably pretty smart. But I'll tell you what, we get to draw 3 cards and keep one of them. There's Soothsayer. Discard 2, draw 3, 10-minute bonus. There is a decent argument for taking a discard 2, draw 3, so that we can discard our time trap and our 5-minute bonus. Let's do that. And we're gonna draw 3 new cards. Curse of the Impenetrable Fog.
Curse of the Impenetrable Fog. For the next hour, anytime the Seekers reach a street intersection, they must assign each direction to a number on their die. They may assign a direction to multiple numbers, but each direction must be assigned to at least 1. Then, they roll the die to see what direction to go. Casting cost, roll a die. If it's odd, this curse has no effect.
Discard 1, draw 2, 20-minute bonus. Curse of the Impenetrable Fog is kind of awesome right now. Let's try and play that. We gotta roll a die. If it's odd, then this one is basically toast. Let's roll. Even. Let's go ahead and send it.
Yeah, this doesn't look promising.
I agree. This does not seem right.
Well, it needs
He's
to be
cursed
marked.
us again.
With what?
The curse of the impenetrable fog. We have to roll a dice to determine what directions we can go for the next hour.
We're gonna run into darkness soon.
Once we get down here, let's sit down and try to work out what we've actually eliminated, and then we can figure out what to ask, okay?
Okay, We want to know where we're going before we start moving.
It's got to be super limited what's even left at this point. I wouldn't hate a quarter-mile radar. It would be like, are you in here or are you up here?
Up there would be really annoying, so... Okay, might as well. Let's do it.
I'm afraid the answer is no. I am further than a quarter mile from them. You know what this means. 2 more cards, 15-minute bonus, and Curse of the Pong Champion. Well, I certainly can't do Curse of the Pong Champion, and so I will gladly take a cheeky little 15-minute bonus.
Miss. Oh no, that's not good.
Okay, but that excludes a ton.
It does, but it means we have to go further.
It means he has to be up here.
Okay, let's get moving.
Okay, left or right? 1 for left, anything else for right. Awesome.
So here we want to go right, and this right is actually completely fine. 1 for left, 2 through 6 for right.
4.
Good job. We want to go straight.
1 for left. We want anything else to go straight.
Damn it. Okay,
I'm doing bad at rolling. Why don't we switch?
Yeah.
Wow, this is a really annoying new curse that we came up with.
All right.
You know, if the audience wanted to play with this curse, they could buy the expansion pack.
6, 5, everything else.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna level with you. I gotta pee so bad. It's up to Sam and Adam to save me from my own bladder.
6, 5, everything else.
Yeah. Awesome.
I think we're just gonna be circling this neighborhood all night, Adam. If we were able to get on those stairs, I feel like that'd be a pretty straight shot up.
Okay. We don't want a 1 or 6.
There's a chance a photo away from him would give just some spillover info.
Do we want to try to go up these stairs?
Yeah. Everything else.
but 6.
There we
Nice.
go. Okay.
All right, after all of those questions, it does look like they're finally heading at least my general direction. Have they figured out where I am?
There's a chance he's around here.
Sure.
What about path?
You mean the widest street?
He's gonna be on a path. I wanna know what that path
Okay.
looks like.
Ask that.
Another question from our boys. I don't think we've ever considered asking this during the end game before, but they just want to see what street I'm on looks like. Pretty clever. I will take a picture of this. I do think that is going to give them a lot of valuable information. Hand is full, so we'll have to discard something. What do I get? 10-minute bonus, better than the discard 1, draw 2. I think with this and the very teeny tiny area they have left, they should be able to find me. But it's getting dark. The darker it gets, the trickier it's gonna be.
We're losing daylight.
Okay. He's on a gravel path. We can see a gravel path. That actually is helpful.
Where the do we get a gravel path? 6, everything.
Really don't want a 6 here.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
It would seem that they are slowly trudging their way up the hill. That's why I went up. It's hard to go up.
We think we definitely don't want to go that way.
Yeah, really don't want to go that way.
We would like to go this way. So we show if it's 6, 1, everything else.
Yep. 4. Nice. Okay. Let's go. Man, the end game sure is harder without that little Strava question. These walls are like...
Yeah, although a lot of walls look like that.
I think they've got me at this point.
Okay, we really need this left.
Okay, so 6, everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 3.
Okay. Please be here.
I mean, what else could there be left?
If he's not here, then I'm really lost.
Real close. Real close.
I'm not seeing gravel yet. That's gravel. I think that's the road, Sam. No, this is marked. This is Rowland Lane.
So
we gotta roll.
Okay. 6, everything else. 6, everything else.
Come on.
Ben, it's gotta be here.
He has to be here.
Ben, the shrubbery is right. I know you're here, Ben.
Ben, we see you.
He's there. He's there. He's there.
Hi.
Oh.
Hey, buddy.
Good evening, fellas.
Good evening.
Good little
Ben.
end game there.
Well, that's all I could do at this point.
Yeah.
All right, well, Sam, I think it's gonna be up to you. Sam, I bestow you with the power of the Hydra deck.
All right, see you on Friday.
Okay. Go ahead. Bye.
There he goes, off into the night.
Hey, really cool spot though.
I know, this place is awesome. Children kept coming up to me and they were like, why are you here? This place sucks. And I was like, you have no idea. This place is awesome.
All right, welcome to my round. I want to take you on a little peek behind the curtain. All day yesterday, when Adam and I were trying to find Ben, Adam kept being like, Sam, you gotta pick a good hiding zone. And, you know, I was planning to, but like, surely if I pick somewhere good and nice and aesthetic, that's what he'll suspect me to do. So surely the best hiding spot is somewhere the opposite of that. Therefore, I've come to perhaps the most objectively soulless, lifeless, just straight up bad place in the UK. This place sucks. Y'all are gonna love my hiding spot. It's let me tell you, delightful.
It looks amazing.
There are so many parking places.
Yeah.
I love parking places.
I can't believe
Anyways,
this.
if you want to see all the parking places that we all love, you can see it actually right now, because you can watch the next episode right now on Nebula and see my beautiful hiding spot.
We can reveal that we do eventually get there,
And
so
you
I have
loved it.
been there.
You
It
loved
sucks
it.
there so bad.
But there was so much room for parking.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for parking.
We love parking.
Anyway, Sam, tell them about the dinner plan.
The dinner plan, it just came out. And it's by my favorite director in the world, Patrick Willems.
We love Patrick Willems. He's a friend of the show.
A very talented director who legitimately has made some of my favorite films.
And many of my favorite YouTube videos.
That too.
I legit watch every
Yeah.
video that he makes.
But he got this opportunity to make this like pretty big budget short film with like a pretty stacked cast, like people that you would probably actually like recognize, which is crazy because it's a Nebula original. I loved it. He appeals to my sense of humor perfectly.
We love the dinner plan in part because it's good, but in part because we worked on it. I actually was a PA, production assistant on the dinner plan. I was on set getting people coffees and stuff because I wanted to learn more about how a film set worked. And so Patrick let me sort of go be there and watch how it worked. But I was mostly sort of running around getting people food. But when I was there, I got to sort of see it being filmed. And it's really cool. Oh,
Yeah.
well, and Jack, who helps us edit Jetlag, edited it. So that's fun. That's
That's
another
true. That's true. What if my eyeballs are tired, Ben? What do I do then?
You should probably go to sleep. But to get to
But I
sleep,
need
you
content.
could
I need
listen to
content.
our after show podcast,
There
The
we go.
Layover. You know, after every episode, we record a little podcast. And in fact, we have more episodes of this podcast than we do episodes of our actual show. There's a lot of content there, and you can only get it on Nebula.
That's true.
Along with the dinner plan, next episode up right now, all that good stuff. So go ahead, go to nebula.tv/jetlag. That tells them that we sent you it, so that's good.
Anyway, go bye.
Okay, that was at the end?
Yep.
Great.
Bye.